Yeah, obviously, I mean, we knew that they were going to come with a push. They're a very good team, and in the first, they threw they threw everything at us, and it was a tough first. But I thought we didn't let go, and we competed the whole game, tried our best, and you know, we had the game there 5-on-3. You got to find a way to get more shots and create chaos, and we just couldn't capitalize there.
For you guys to play a team like the Lightning to, 2 one-goal games here in this stretch, what does that tell you about this team, and what can you take away from it going into the offseason and next year?
Yeah, obviously we got to learn to, spend more time in their zone. I think that's why, lately the shot differential is big, and we got to come out of our zone cleaner. But I feel like defensively we've improved. And we just gotta, obviously find a way to score more goals. That's the bottom line. It's going to be tough to win every night if you score only 1 or 2. So you gotta put pucks towards the net, and especially Gibson there didn't play much this year, obviously. So that was our team before the game, but we just didn't execute it.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Next up, Answer Khan and live.
Yeah, Jonathan. Just what were you thinking during that last sequence there, when there seemed to be some confusion over who came out of the box?
Yeah, I get on their side because when I was looking at the clock, there was no time for that second player, so he probably thought he was done as well. So, but to be honest, I didn't really pay attention too much, and I didn't really ask any more questions. So you'll have to ask probably Blash.
Just after facing, I think, 36 shots through the first 2 periods, and then that Zadina goal seemed to give the team some momentum. What was the difference in the third as far as limiting their shots and chances?
Yeah, we did. I just thought we braked out better from our zone. In the first 2 periods, they were rimming a lot of pucks from their D and cycling the puck and spending a lot of time just tiring us out, and then they would create chances from that. But there's nothing wrong by chipping it out and chase for that puck as well. Sometimes there's just no play. They're a good team. They're a deep pinch, and you just got to find a way sometimes to just chip it out and regroup from there.
Certainly our power play hasn't been good enough, and I think our goaltending's been pretty good. I think the last little bit, the last week or so, we've given up. We've gotten zoned and given up way more shots than we had previously. That Answer. I don't think if you look back at the games, they'd be as one-sided from a shot aspect or from a chances aspect. I actually think there was a number of games where our chances were greater, certainly, especially even strength than the opponent. So I don't know if it's indicative of the season or not indicative of the season. I think tonight Bernie was good, and when we needed our power play to score, it didn't.
What did you see from that 5-on-3? What? Why didn't it work? Why didn't you execute there?
Well, I'd start with this. To defend the players that are on the ice, we've had almost no practice time. We haven't practiced 5-on-3, and we've got new players in that weren't originally in those spots at all. It's a spot that Zadina hasn't played. That other guys used to be in those spots, and obviously they're not here right now. And that's why I called the timeout. Generally, I wouldn't call a timeout if our guys were rested, which they were. But we just haven't had enough time to practice that. And so then you got to kind of go out and make a play. And Rass hasn't spent much time in that, and he ended up drifting to the wrong spot. And we just didn't execute. Ultimately, we didn't get enough chaos around. A lot of times in 5-on-3s, what happens is you shoot it, you get it back, and that's where the chaos happens. The structure of teams that do a pretty good job staying in front of you, you got to shoot it, get it back, and once you do that, then you attack, and we just never got that opportunity.
What was the confusion about right toward the end of that power play? It seemed like they didn't know when to let the guy back on the ice, or what happened there?
Yeah, so the time keeper never had the time on the clock. So there was no time on the clock. So there was some confusion as to when that guy should be coming out, when that guy shouldn't have been coming out. And nobody really, to the ref's defense, there's no way for them that they never got a whistle. And so you couldn't reset it. And so, we didn't know when the guy was coming out. They didn't know when the guy was coming out. The refs, I think, had a idea of it, and that's where the confusion was.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yep.
Next up, Ted Colfin, Detroit News.
Hey Jeff, what did you see on their two goals like that to start the periods there? What did you see on your part?
There are two different ones. I mean, the first one's a quick turnover, and that's going to happen. You just got to hold net front there and live another day. And we kind of chased behind the net, and so then the guy was wide open. The second one, they ground us, and we were in our end to wait too long, and then they shot the puck from the point. So they certainly came out with a lot. I mean, they came out flying tonight for sure. Credit to them and their coaching staff. They were on it for sure. They were putting pucks in behind, and they were forechecking us hard, and they were playing in the O-zone. They were rimming out and spreading us out, and it was hard to get stalls. We didn't get any stalls, so we couldn't get out of our end. And that was kind of the story of the first half of the game. I thought after the first half of the game, we didn't always play smart, but it leveled out a little bit there.